Alright, our third part in this series will be on how to trim parts of the lines out of your pictures and how to make some curves. So we're just going to do a basic little face, just a 2D face today. So I'm going to click on create new, and I'm not going to save it now. You know by now how to save things. Just going to say create body, create a sketch, use the XY plane and click OK. So we have our top view as I've shown you in the previous sessions. Now for today I am going to draw a rectangle, so we're going to go for the shortcut and just make a rectangle. Double click, press escape. I am going to add a circle for a face. So if it's not in the correct place, just double click it, press escape, click on the red dot and you can move it. But remember, we want to cut some of the lines, so press them out of there. And to make a triangle, we will have to go with our normal lines. So you can either choose to go as calm as possible and make a triangle, or you can use the previous lesson where we use the constraints one there. Now, to take away part of my head that's inside the hat and part of the face, or make the face inside the shoulders there, we need to take some of the parts away. But make sure that you are on Sketcher, and in your toolbar you go to the far right hand side and you'll find the one that says trim and edge. Now it almost looks like a scissor, so it's trim and edge. Now all the pieces that you want to take away, just click on it and it will just delete that part, and I want to take that one away. So there's a hat, a face and my two shoulders. Press escape. Now every time that you do something, there will be small marks to be seen. Don't stress about that right now. So I am going to make two eyes. So I am going to choose one eye, draw and double click. I am going to move it a little bit more to the center. Now you'll see if you make another eye, it is not always as easy to put them the correct size and in the correct place. So how do I copy and paste in FreeCAD? So I will select my eye, or the piece that you want to copy. In this case it will be the eye. In your Sketcher workbench you will find 3 tools on how to copy and paste. The first one is you can make a symmetric shape that's on the other side. You can move it or copy it, but for this part we are going to use an array of patterns. Now an array of patterns means, especially if you want to have more circles in a row or in columns, you can click that one. But for now I'm just going to do that to show you. You can choose how many columns and how many rows of eyes do you want to have. Now in my case, for now I only want to have one extra eye, so I'm going to say clone. And you can choose, must it be equally vertical or horizontal? You can check whatever you need. So I'm going to click on one, and automatically it connects to where it will be. So go straight across to the other side and you click another circle there. It will give you the dimensions. Now if your circle was a perfect circle on the center point there, it was easy to say how far it must be apart. But if you do know your dimensions, now this is what you will call your dimension tool. If you do know the dimensions, you can just double click it and you can make it a straight place over there and you can move it in. For now we don't need it. So if you press escape and it go back to this, just click on model and double click on sketch, it will bring back that. So you just need to take that one, you say not backspace but delete. So everything that you do not need, you can just say delete. Right, now I have copied my eye by using the array tool. In another one afterwards we will use the copy or clone tool. So now I need to have a mouth. So I'm going to click on the curve or the arc, click where you want it to be, and it will move over. Now this is the part where you might be wondering what is happening now, because it goes bigger and smaller. Click where you want your mouth to end, and I can see this was way too big. So press escape and you can delete it. Now again, when you do FreeCAD design, you have to play around with the tools and see what you need to do. So I'm going to choose my arc again, click, drag it now just halfway, and click and drag. But now it is outside of my mouth. So you'll see, I'm doing this so that you can see what you can do, and if you make a mistake, what you should do. So I'm clicking again. So now I know I need to go a little bit more to the middle, because it starts with the last part of the mouth, and now I can draw it over there. But again, it's very big. Press escape, and when you move it in and out, you can play around with your size. Now if it opens up this one, that means you did something wrong. They will tell you what you made wrong, so you just click and you delete and you start all over again. So FreeCAD is there, you play around with it. Alright, I think my mouth is a bit low. Okay, I have it over there. Oopsie. Now my mouth doesn't want to work today. Just start a little bit higher. Now I am going to draw a half smile. So in this case, make it smaller. You can move it. So it's basically like one of those faces where you have a look a little bit sideways and you play around.